What's up, guys? It's iBerserk getting to work with another Strixhaven Sealed draft. This is draft number 5. This will probably be our last sealed since Quick Draft is open, and I think I like the format of Quick Draft a little bit better, but it was good and a fun experience to learn to play sealed. Definitely interesting. Well, let's take a look at the deck and what we ended up drafting. So, quick look at what we were presented. Nope. Originally, I was thinking that we were going to go rare and mythic. Boom. Gonna move my head too, so it's easier for you guys to see what's going on. To here. Okay, so real quick, what we were presented was looked like it was going to be pretty strong in white and red, just from rares and mythics, but the creature types didn't pan out. If we remove this and take a look at our creatures in white and red, like, there's not many of them, and even some of them require blue and require double white. It just wasn't good. So it didn't work out for us. So we ended up going blue-green just because the total card pool ended up being a little better. This deck is going to be a little different and a different way than I like to play, which is more control-y. What we have is type equals creature. Not very strong creatures. We've got a 2/1, a 1/3 draw cards, another one that lets us draw cards, really tiny, puny. We've got a couple of flyers, which is nice. Honor Troll, which has lifelink, but we weren't presented any lifelink. Fractal creatures, we don't have a ton of fractal. Reflective Golem, play that one if you see it. It's a good card. We've got another flying creature with Ward. Ward is nice, but just not a lot of really good creatures. We did end up having the Witherbloom Pledge Mage, which is a good end game. Works with the double green. How we're going to plan on winning is by using a lot of cards that increase the power of our creatures, a lot of combat tricks, and we're going to try and draw a lot of cards. We have a lot of cards that let us draw and a lot of cards that let us learn. The Eureka Moment is a good one. Draw 2 cards, put a land. So we're going to try our best to put as many lands on the board as possible, to draw as many cards as possible, and hopefully play this Leyline Invocation, which lets us put a creature onto the board which has as many +1/+1 counters on it equal to the number of lands we control. So at least 6. It's at least going to be a 6/6. And with the learn spells, we're going to try and pull a lesson from here. We can either pull the Pest Summoning to get a little bit of lifelink, life gain, which will help us with some of our cards. It's very situational. Probably not going to pull that one. The Fractal Summoning is a good option for this as well. Late game, we can create a XX creature where X is the number of counters we put on it. So we have to have, if we have 6, it's going to be a 4/4. Other than that, we can pull the Expanded Anatomy. Pretty awesome card. Gains Vigilance, 2 +1/+1 counters, and hopefully we won't need it, but the Introduction to Annihilation is a good removal card if we absolutely have to get rid of something. The downside to this is that the opponent gets to draw a card. So we have 3 learned spells. Definitely, we're trying to pull this Fractal Summoning late game and trying to win with the Fractal Summoning or the Leyline Invocation, and we're trying to hold on until then by putting as many lands on the board and drawing as many cards as possible and trying to protect our puny, itty-bitty creatures with as many combat tricks as we could fit into this. It is a 43-card deck. Roast me in the comments below for playing something that's above that. We're playing 18 lands, which maybe is a little bit high, but we also have a lot of cards like Field Trip that'll hopefully pull the lands out of our deck, and we want the lands for the late game Leyline Invocation. So that is how we are planning on winning. So I don't have high hopes for this, but keep your fingers crossed, stay hydrated, and let's get to it. Banana. We'll probably move our head too, huh? There we go. Alright, so right off the bat we pulled double blue. We have to pull into some green here. Do we mulligan this? I get to go first. What can I do? Turn 2? Flash? gonna be a slow game. We have to hope we pull some green. I don't like it. I think we have to mulligan. That's a little better. Okay, so then what do we get rid of? I think we lose the draw cards. Yep, I think we keep this, and we have to lose the... Put into the battlefield tapped. I think we lose the Whoa! I think we lose the Eureka moment. Opponent's playing white. We play the forest. So we have a choice now between a 1/3 draw a card, discard a card, or our flash. So I think we pass the turn, and we hope to play it on the opponent's turn. Opponent has a 2/2. Okay, we play our next land. We have the Biomath Petition we can play this turn, or we can play the... Create a 0/0, put a +1/+1 counter on each Fractal creature we control. So we have a 2/2 that we can trade. I guess we can get in here and try to... We really want to hold on to our creatures, though, but we do have a creature to replace it. So I think we'll attack, and we'll see what they have to do. They take it. And then our other option here... I guess that's kind of a good wall. You can put you down or you down. Maybe we'll put you down first because you can block. Maybe get some draw advantage off of this one. Another first year comes into the battlefield. And we need to transform and move my head to go the opposite direction. Alright, so we will block. We'll see if they have a combat trick. They do have 2 mana left open. Yep, we'll block. We'll call your bluff. Well, at least I didn't take 6, so that's good. We have a pop quiz, and we have a Biomath Petition. We can hold back and block. I think that's what we do, and then we try to draw a card with the pop quiz. So we'll pass our turn. Attacking creatures you control have double strike until end of turn. Oh god, that's terrible. Oh god. Yeah. We're not gonna block that. Oh. The aggressiveness. Oh, what do we pull here that can help us? We can get 2 +1/+1 counters onto my 2/2. I guess that helps. Otherwise, exile? We can get a 3/2, but we can't cast it, so I guess we have to pull you. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Counter target non-creature spell. That could have used that last turn, sir. I definitely could have used you last turn. So I guess we play you, we play that, he gets vigilance, we swing in. We hit him for 4 and we hold back and we block. That's our goal. So now if they want to attack, they're going to be a straight up trade for the eager first year. We don't want to take another ton of damage, so we'll block. Maybe we don't block and we use the decisive denial. No blocks. This is gonna... we don't have any life gain either. Got an E-Freeze, double strike. Son of a gun, we are getting our butts kicked. So we can have fight. We can have him fight. I think that's where we call it. Whew. If the opponent's aggressive, they can still hit me for 3 this turn. Nope, they can hit me for 4. And I still lose. There's nothing I can do. We're gonna lose. But we lost quickly. Anyway. Alright, buddy. GG. The aggressiveness. Whoa. Well, we got the loss out of the way, so now we're going to get a win. Morning Star. Shh. I don't know what they're shushing me for. Alright, so we've got blue and green. We also had a mulligan the last game. We do have a flying creature. This is looking alright. We've got a couple Eureka moments. If we draw into a land by turn 4, we can start drawing cards, playing lands. This is kind of where the deck wants to be. I guess we put blue down first. Come on, Quandrix. Quandrix, you're our school. If you can't do it, no one can. Put a land into the battlefield tapped. I think you're a good card. If the opponent decides to remove it, I'm not super ticked about it either. Let's see what they're playing. Probably green, black. I don't see a lot of Gruul in this format. Not a lot of red, green. Green, black. Alright, so they're playing life gain, probably. Pests. Library card. Comes a 2/2. We draw land. Okay, okay. So we can play the blue. We can probably wait a turn and then use that. Or we can play the 2/2 flyer. I guess probably the flyer comes in. Maybe we attack. Hit him for 1. Play the... Yep. It's fine, he's tapped. We have a flyer on the board now. They'll probably remove it, but... it's definitely a good target for removal. You know, that Prodigy could be pretty good for some ramp, too. But maybe we have an opportunity to use her after we cast the Eureka moment, and we... oh, but we can put another land into the battlefield on this one, too. So if we draw 2 lands, maybe we can use the Quandrix. Oh, I forgot that the Frost Trickster keeps the opponent's creature tapped. Okay, well, now we're setting up kind of nice. So we swing in with the Frost Trickster. I think we hold this to the opponent's turn. Put a stop on the end of the opponent's turn. See what they decide to swing in with. They can definitely swing in with the land. They're playing 3 colors. They have blue too. I wonder what the blue's for. Maybe for the bury in the books. Okay. Well, the opponent knows I have an instant in my hand, so that's probably a good thing. I keep them guessing, because I've got blue, so maybe they're concerned. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it, resolve. I'm not going to counter that. Not that I could. Untap target permanent. Okay, I got a 2/2. Oh, I could have used her right there. So we got draw, return target spell or permanent with mana of 1 or less, and learn. Okay. Straight up cast you. We're getting close to having the Leyline. Do you have reach? Only if you have 8 or more lands. Okay, so we have 2 instants. Discard a card, draw a card. We're getting close. We have 6. I guess we attack. Draw a card, discard a card. And then we end the turn and we try to do a Eureka moment again on the opponent's turn and maybe put 2 lands into the battlefield. Just try to get this Leyline Invocation going. Oh, we can draw cards with her too. Wow, she's actually a lot better than I thought she was going to be. We can draw a card or draw. So basically we have a card draw engine right now with the Quandrix Prodigy. What will we learn for? We don't have anything that requires removal just yet. Maybe go for that Fractal summoning. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever a creature you control with +1 counter, each opponent loses. Okay. So you're probably gonna put that on a pest or on the Kelpie. So we can do this. What did we learn for? Probably the Fractal summoning. Or the 2 +1/+1 counters onto the flying creature. Yeah, let's go for the +1/+1 counters. Well, the Fractal summoning would have been really good too. But maybe we hit another learn spell. Ugh. Turn target creature or planeswalker to owner's hand. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard to their library. That's pretty good. How much mana do I have? I've got 6, so technically I could cast this and cast this. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Let's cast this one first so we don't mess it up. Okay, so now we have a flying 6/6. Feeling pretty good about that. Opponent passed their attack phase. Okay, so we drew a Snakeskin Veil, which is going to help protect our creature. That's really important. We don't want to tap out. So, next, attack. We can kill him next turn. We can also cast this and that at the next turn. So I think we're safe to play this. We still have the Snakeskin Veil if we need it to protect our creature. And then we can use the Eureka moment if we need it too. And the Snakeskin Veil will put a counter, +1/+1 counter on a creature that we have. We're hoping that they're the aggressor and they target the Frost Trickster here so that we can counter with the Snakeskin Veil at instant speed so that ours will go on top of the stack. Puts them up to 8. We can definitely block here. Pass to blockers. Go over here. Or we can go over here. Block. Opponent has first chance to try to take out my creature. Let's see what they do. I'm tempted to use the Snakeskin Veil here to take that creature out. But if we don't, we can draw 2 cards. So maybe that's the stronger play. If I attack with all of you, the opponent takes 8 next turn. So I don't think I have an... So let's pass the damage. Ah, they've got the creature. I guess maybe I should have taken them out. So you resolve. Maybe they were waiting for me to tap out here. Okay, we take my turn. Play the land. Bury something in the books. If we bury the Kelpie Guide... No. We want to bury the Pest. If we bury the Pest... then I can swing in for 6, 7, 8. Bury the Pest. We attack with all. If they have something, we have the Snakeskin Veil to protect a creature. Inkling token with flying. Ugh, it's not what we were hoping for. Next turn he can save his creature. Crazy. Who would have thought that card would have come up? What do you do about that? So then what next turn I take... Oh, and he's going to gain life. But he's going to lose them. I guess we let that resolve. Next to blockers. He's going to block 2 of them. He's probably going to block the Prodigy, and we're going to lose the Prodigy. Unless... Why didn't he do that? Okay. Down to 6. I guess it all comes down to this next turn. We have lethal in the air next turn. He's probably going to use the Kelpie. 1, 2, 3. So he's got 5, 6, 7. He needs a land in order to tap one of my creatures. With the Kelpie. He can swing for 8. And then for each creature, 9, 10, 11. So I think he's got me. If he attacks with everybody, that tenured Inkcaster will actually kill me. We'll see if he sees it. Oh, okay. Well, now he's got enough to tap my Frost Trickster. Maybe casting the Leyline Invocation was a good play in that last turn. Yep, if you attack with everybody, I think you've killed me. Six. You would have had me. Yeah, okay. Well, he's at 8 now. Yep, you should have attacked with the Kelpie. Well, our Snakeskin Veil won't help with the sacrifice. Lose you. Sacrifice the creature that was actually going to help him. Yeah, I think this is a good turn for you. He can tap 2 of my creatures. Next to combat. He has to use the Kelpie Guide right now. Yep. Wonder if this works. I guess we'll find out. We did it! Big brain plays! We got there. Bat Ogre with an Uden. Oh, double blue. I think we have to mulligan this. We have late game plays. Nothing to really cast on turn 1 or 2. I don't want to mulligan again. What do we do? I guess at least on turn 3 we can cast this. So I guess we keep it. So then what do you lose? Keep 6. probably... Do we lose the Leyline? We're going to have to draw something that lets us shuffle if we do that. Or try to cast the Fractal. Yep, I think we lose you. Ugh, sucks. Okay, well we have a good combat trick in our hand. Blue-red. Okay. Just playing a land. I wish I had had that in my hand. Plus, nice card. Okay, okay. Well, we can use this to plow through them. So we can do that. But we probably don't. We probably chill. We probably chill. Got something that can draw a card and learn. Come on, blue. We want blue. We want blue. So what, he's gonna swing at me for 4? Okay. I will take it. Opponent seems to have problems as well. I will take my card back. Thank you. Do we swing back at him? I don't really want to get into this fight. Well, at least we're both in the same boat together, stuck on 3 lands. See who draws into land first. Copy target instant or sorcery you control. You may choose new targets. Very nice. Blue. Man. We get a mulligan. We get all forests. How's this fair? How's this fair, wizards? Build a better deck. Well, I can only build what you guys are giving me. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Yikes. Pass to attackers. Pass to blockers. We block. Why did I block? Why did I block? Because I'm a big dum-dum. Not the end of the game. Don't let it get you down. It's gonna be okay. Do we have anything that could return a card to the opponent's hand? Discard a card, draw a card. Whenever you discard an instant or sorcery, it deals damage equal to the card's mana value. Okay. Vortex Runner. I'll have to remember that one. Taking some damage. What'd you discard? Equal to that card's mana value. 4? Well, what the deuce, man? Four? Can't even save it. Couldn't even save you. I don't have too many creatures either. That's tough. It's tough to take that. Opponents are playing very aggressively these days. Where's the patience? Tap 2 target creatures. So we can wait. I think we have to. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. Yeah, I think we wait. Still have 2 creatures, so it's not the end of the world. We have a 2/2 and a 1/3. Glad we waited. What do we get rid of? I want to get rid of a creature. But I guess if your choice is creatures, maybe we get rid of you. No, swing for 1. Ouch. That hurt. You big meanie. Still have 2. There's a big boy. Maybe we hold on to the pop quiz. We try to cast that soon. Yep. Same plan I've got, and try to pull the Fractal summoning. Are you gonna grab a removal spell? You have to choose new targets. That doesn't do you any good. Or does it? Did you get to do that twice? I guess you do. Scry 2, draw a card. I thought you had to choose... Oh, you get to choose 2 new, so he just chose himself again. That's good stuff. Okay, we take my turn. The opponent's creatures are going to be allowed to untap next turn. Scry 2, draw a card. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana. We can cast the Honor Troll, the Pop Quiz, and the Square Up next turn if we want to. So we should be okay. Right? Put you down. And then we pass the turn. When the opponent attacks, we can use Square Up on the Honor Troll if they attack. I see he's got the Grape Shot. I thought he picked up the Grape Shot. No, he lost it. Destroy target artifact. Resolve. Put a stop at the end of the opponent's turn. Some creatures. We can play the pass to attackers. One is tapped out, probably won't attack. Play the pop cards. That's kind of nice. What do we want to grab? We could use something to get rid of one of their creatures. But I think... put 2+1, so we can turn them into a 7/7 pretty simply. Grab the Fractal. Or the Extinction. I guess we grab the Fractal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'd be a 6/6. Or we can turn our expanded into a 7/7. The opponent has 7 that they have on the board. You can exile. That would probably help. Well, let's draw the Fractal. Okay, my turn. Bury in the books. That's what we need. What do we bury? Vortex Runner? If I attack, I can't do enough to get rid of both of them. You're an instant, so I can cast you on the opponent's turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana. So I could have a 7/7 on the board. Are we in a position to trade cards? Not really. I guess we can cast the Bury in the Books next turn. You're a sorcery, so we can put the 7/7 on the board now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He might have a Bury in the Books as well. So we're kind of open here. He doesn't know that we have the Bury yet. He can scry too with the Ogre. So maybe the Ogre's the best one. It's either the Vortex Runner or the Ogre. You're an instant too. So we can... oh, okay. So if they decide to double block, we can use the Bury in the Books to save one of our creatures. We'll do that next turn. And we have enough. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana, so I can use that and the square up in one turn. So I guess we could attack with all creatures next turn. Okay. Take it. Let's see what he does. Is there anything I can do? No. Well, that makes me sad. Next to blockers. Dang. So they decide to double block. Okay! So then we can turn him into a 4/4, I guess. We can save our creature. Is he worth saving? Yeah, I guess we'll save you. Yeah, because if we save you... Well... We can also swap these two. Yeah, I guess we'll save you. We'll save you. Both at 22 life. We need some way to close this. I don't have any way of scrying. The opponent's card is 2 down that can scry. Get the Pledge Mage. Spell Satchel. Draw a card. Field Trip, not gonna help. Well, we can learn. What can we learn for? That does help. What do we learn for? Can annihilate a creature, or we can give a creature +2/+2. 7. He's got double strike. Oh, first strike. So we can get a pest. +1/+1. Or exile, and the opponent draws a card. If we attack, they get the chance to block, so we can create a 5/5. 4, think we have to pull this guy. So what do we do with it? Create a 6/6 or a 7/7? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can block and kill a bunch of stuff. I guess you go over here. So what do we attack with? We can attack with you. We can attack with you. Is there any advantage to getting aggressive this way? I guess. Well, we'll just attack. We'll see if they want to trade. Unless they have a combat trick. They're going to double block. We'll take care of you. Although maybe the artist was the better one to take care of. But now we're in a position where we have a 4/4. Okay. 3/4 with haste. What are we hoping to draw into? The card that's at the very bottom of the deck. Or something with flying. Still got a lot of life. 16 is a lot. I think we have to keep the pressure up. He's got first strike, so if I attack with the Honor Troll, then he can basically, I'll be trading an Honor Troll for a Lorehold Pledge Mage. Yep, let's go to combat. So, we get to take out 2 of them, huh? That's actually better than I was hoping for. Okay, I'm okay with that. End the turn. It's kind of the last of our big creatures, though, so we have to be careful here. I don't know what other tricks we have to pull this one out. We pretty much have spent all of our big creatures. The other one's at the bottom of the library, so we're not getting that one back anytime soon. We have a removal spell that we could use. Do we have anything that can help us get cards out of the graveyard? Alright, I was more interested in seeing that card. I'm not really sure what they're doing here. Big play, baby. Either they take it or they sack. Yeah. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, so next turn, they have to block. We have 5 that can't be blocked at this point unless they cast a creature. Oh, the big play would have been so good on the Reflective Golem. Jeez, this guy is a master of using... Whoa. How many cards did you just draw? Oh, he's probably got an answer now. What if we get lucky? Oh, that's not lucky. That's not lucky. Well, they have to block the 5. So I think we can attack with all pretty safely here. Not it. That's not gonna do it. You need more. That helps. Need one more. There we go. So you got 3. So I can attack with 4. They have to block. I think we're better to get rid of both creatures. It just depends on what they have in their hand. They gotta have enough creatures. Otherwise I'm gonna do... I can do 5 next turn if they... Just depends on what they've got. I wonder if I would have been better off holding on. Because then they would have had 2 creatures they would have had to have blocked. They don't have a land in their hand. There was no stick. Okay, it's a probe. Okay. Draw a card. What does that do? Nothing? What'd that do? Whenever the next instant or sorcery spell costs X less to cast, where X is the power. Good game. We got there. Get a couple forests, get an island, big play. Biomathematician we can cast on turn 3. I guess we keep it. There we go. Probably put you down. Oh, watch out for the removal. I think I want to protect the reflective golem a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Well, that reflective golem would have been immune to that. Let's see, we could use the square up with the reflective golem and also target my token creature. Could also use big play. We attack with both here. It's going to have you back for 5, but I can use the Eureka moment. So I could do technically 10 points of damage next turn. Look for cards. Well, we can bury him in the books. Swing in for another 3. Interesting. Goes to 10. I guess the opponent swings in for 7. If they don't put a creature down, we can swing in for 13 next turn. Well, that sucks. They grabbed a couple of pests. We have a Frost Trickster that we can put down. We can swing in for 4. We can swing in for 7. Swing in for 7. Eight, 9, 10. We can swing for 10. Well, I think we attack. I'm gonna play you. Do we have any reason? Like a creature you control fights a creature you don't control. We almost want one more land so we can use all 3 of these in one turn. In the turn, we can use the Decisive Denial to take out the Spectre of Fens. Takes me down to 2. It's kind of dangerous. Ah, damn. Oh, decisive. Ah, dang. Got a little shooken up there. Oh, it's early. It's early, guys. Gotta wake that brain up. Let's see. Good mana. Reflective Golem. Befuddler. I guess we're doing okay. Yep. I'll take it. Opponent kept 7. I have 7 as well. Opponent goes first. Pop quiz. I already play the island. Next turn, Borog, Befuddler. You can play that as a flash. Reflective Golem. If they decide to attack, I can hit them with the Borog, Befuddler. Although maybe it's better to have the creature on the board as another target for the Reflective Golem. Okay, so we'll take 2. I want to see what they come out with. Dang. Okay. I think we wait till next turn and we try to use the Quandrix command on the Borog, Befuddler, and the Reflective Golem. We still have the pop quiz. Stupid card. But he's tapped. You know, I thought I was going to be able to mirror that. That's too bad. Well, we still have the square up that we can use as a combat trick. Do you attack for 2? Okay, so at most he can double block. So if we swing in for 8... takes 2. We're gonna try and pop quiz on this next turn. It's definitely the target though, isn't it? Well, he wants to see what I have in. We don't want to pop quiz just yet. Otherwise he'll get the card that I am hoping to quiz for. Yeah, I thought. So do you swing in for 3? Try to chump. Oof, 8. Swinging for 8. Can't attack or block. Nine, 10, 11. Hard. Well, we can annihilate. They get to draw a card. Sorcery. Bring them to 6. Throw the Trickster down. End the turn. We've got the Snakeskin Veil to protect. See if they want to attack. Have to pay 3 life to target that one. Alright. So let's see. Let's say I pay the 3 life and I get rid of that card. I think they have to block. You have to watch out because they've got counter spells too. So he could swing in with a lot more than I think he's got. So I think we have to definitely plan on getting rid of that. If we attack, we can use the Snakeskin Veil. Well, let's go for it. Either we win or lose this round. Yeah, I think we lose. Should have thought about that one just a second. Play this. We can use that as a chump blocker. Next turn, we can use the Snakeskin Veil. Unfortunately, we're tapped out. If the opponent has any removal, this will be a problem. Bitch. Okay. You have 4 mana left. You can attack, but I'll chump block and I'll hit you back with more. We have 2 extra creatures, so I think we can do 2 points of damage. So you have to have some removal, or else you don't win. Or you cast the creature and you hope to use the chump blocks. How do you attack? That's the question. And can you stop the flying creature? Nothing has reach. Close game. Guess we turn this up just a little bit. There we go. So, not a great set here. We have the mana, so I guess we have to hope we draw into creatures. It's hard to tell. I get to go first, too. Lovely. Well, what do you do? I guess we have the mana, so I guess we keep it. This could be one of those games where if we just don't draw into anything, we get beat up very quickly. And of course, we're playing against an aggressive deck. Yeah, this could be bad. I'll have to do a little better than a hall monitor, though. Well, let's at least starting off kind of slow here, too. We did draw a creature. Gives me a nice Fractal token so that I can block the hall monitor if I need to. Slow them down just a tad. They're going to have some removal, though, so we have to watch out for shock and things like that. Although we can get around that one with the combat trick. Take my turn. We can attack, or we can block. Doesn't really matter. I guess we can play the block. Make them at least think that they can attack in with the lower hole Pledged Mage. I guess they could use the hall monitor too to make sure that one of my creatures can't block. Bait them into it. Dang. Alright, alright. Oh, ho, ho, I'm still bigger than you. Well, at least we both die. Let's see if they've got a combat trick. Turn target card from your graveyard to your hand. It's okay. If we draw another forest, I've got a Pledge Mage I can put on the field. They don't have enough mana to do anything. I don't have enough mana to do anything either. I guess we just go tradesies. Short on creatures. You're a sorcery? No, you're an instant. Nice that this berry in the books only costs 3 if it's targeting an attacking creature. He wants that creature back. Did we put this out just yet? Yeah, I think we do. You're the smart choice. We can hold on for the Leyline. And then we can return it if we cast it too, back to our hand. Otherwise, the 2+1/+1 counters is a good one too. I'm hoping that they play the Spirit Summoning first, and then I can use the Ether Helix. Maybe they'll cast both this turn. Yeah. Okay, so we can seal. Do I not have enough? I don't know why I couldn't cast the Ether Helix there. I have no idea. I have enough mana. That sucks. 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can hit me for 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn. Oh, well, let's make them make the play. I'm gonna have to hold something back if they want to block. Probably the Hall Monitor would be my guess. Yep, he gets a little bigger. 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain 2 life, that helps. Nice. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever we do, we need to win this turn. Maybe I shouldn't have been so aggressive last turn. Definitely attack. We're still going to take it in the air, though. Yeah, no matter what, we take it. force him to block. Almost had him. Almost. It's really not that hard, man. You've got 2 creatures with flying. Well, there it is. The end of my sealed career. Nah, in Strixhaven. Unless I decide to go in for the tournament. But, yeah, I don't know. Did okay. What did we get? We got to 3 wins. 3's respectable. I got 9 packs for 800 gems. So that's respectable. We had a chance at winning the last one. Definitely had a chance. Alright guys, there it is. That's the end of my Strixhaven Sealed. I've now done 5 sealed events, and I have drafted black-white, white-red, white-red, black, blue-green, maybe a different color combination. What are my thoughts on the color pairings? Originally I thought this blue-green deck wasn't going to be anything special. It turned out to be surprisingly good, much better than I expected. Especially considering I only had 12 creatures in the deck. Using a combination of learn and combat tricks, I find that Quandrix has a way of gaining advantage over time. So even though it has less creatures, if you're able, smaller and weaker creatures, but if you're able to adapt your playstyle to the deck that you've built and understand the concepts of deck building. Let me start this over. Alright, so this blue-green deck did surprisingly well. I actually had a lot more fun with this than I thought I was going to. I think the black-green was probably my personal playstyle preference. I tend to be a more aggressive. I want to get through the games a little quicker and not have to think through my steps as much. But blue-green ended up being surprisingly good, and I think that's just a matter of understanding the deck that you've built, you know. And I think knowing going into this that I only had 12 creatures and that I needed to treat them with respect. And utilize the combat tricks, the Relic Golem, and try to hold on for the late game to get the Leyline Invocation and the Fractal Summoning. I think understanding those concepts was really important to making sure that this deck had success. And just goes to show you that even if you're building something that doesn't look strong compared to something like, considering the last set that I drafted was Throne of Eldraine and the power levels of the creatures on that set are out of whack, playing something like Strixhaven Sealed, this definitely didn't feel like a deck that could get a lot of wins, but I still got 3. So that just goes to show you, you know. So I guess if I were to sum up what the best building strategies are for Sealed, even though we were tempted with white-red, we just didn't have the creatures. I think that's a big consideration for Strixhaven, is just to make sure that you hit your creature count. I think 12 is the absolute minimum, unless you're using a lot of spells that create token creatures. I think 12 is the absolute minimum. We should definitely be trying for 14, 15 on average. I think 17 lands holds up pretty well in Sealed, regardless of whether you're playing 2 or 3 colors. I think even though I didn't hit a 40-card deck, this one worked out all right. So don't beat yourself up too much if you can't get rid of all the cards. But yeah, definitely splashing in when you can to try to get those bigger creatures. And then always, I think, make sure that you have a learn mechanic in the deck. I think that's That's so important to get that card advantage. You know, if we look at something like a pop quiz, it doesn't look like a good card, but when it can pull something out of the sideboard, like a removal spell or a creature spell or something that can get you an extra turn, this card is starting to look a lot more valuable. It's not just 3 mana for draw a card, it's 3 mana and draw a card that could potentially help you get through the next couple of turns. So don't underestimate that. The Mathematicians and the Fractal Summonings, these Quandrix Command, whew, that card is so good. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in Sealed. I am very much looking forward to doing drafts. I think the deck power and consistency will be a lot better in draft. But I had a lot of fun learning to do Sealed and learning to build decks around Sealed, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And if you're still here at this point in the video, thank you so much. You are a champion. You are awesome. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe on the way out. And for everybody who is interested in the deck build, I put that at the end. So hooray, bonus content. But I'll let you guys get back to it, and I'll see you guys online. What's up, guys? It's iBerserk here. Today we're going to do our probably last sealed Strixhaven. I know it's sad. So this is number 5. And we're going to try something new today. We're going to try and see how good of a deck we can build in 15 minutes or less. So let's get to it. Alright, so timer starts when I say it starts. Let's see what we have to start with here. We can at least take a look at the rares before we start our timer. So we've got a Vanishing Verse, exile target monocolored creature, looking pretty good. I see we've got 3 white-red rares with another white. So white's looking good and possibly a splash of black. Got a Lorehold Command, choose 2. Create 3/2 red and white creature tokens. Creatures you control get +1/+0, gains indestructible and haste until end of turn. Deals 3 damage to any target. So we get sacrifice a permanent and draw 2 cards. So there's a lot of versatility to this card. We've got Lightning Helix, deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Pretty sweet. And Radiant Scroll Wielder. 2/4 Dwarf Cleric. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. Alright, let's hit continue, and let's start our timer. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to check out our rares and mythics, and we're going to see what do we have. So we picked up a Sparring Regimen. Enters the battlefield, learn. Pretty cool. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. We have a Grape Shot. Looking good with white and red. We have a Vanishing Verse. We have a Lightning Helix, red-white. Red-white is looking really strong right now. A 2/4. Beginning of your upkeep, exile target instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. Exile instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. Oh, okay. So you can take cards out of your graveyard and cast them. And then a Lorehold Command. It's got the versatility. We picked up a pretty awesome double land here. And then the Vanishing Verse. Exile. Good removal. Okay, so now let's take a look at our colors. Hold on. Let's just start this deck out by putting our white and red in here, because I think we're probably going to go white and red. But we don't know that yet. So next, let's take a look at our colors. Let's just take a look at white real quick. Let us get this over to the side so we can take a look. And then I want to see creatures. Type equals creature. Oh, nothing great here. Let's see, she's good. Pillar Drop, enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana 3 or less from graveyard to hand is okay. She's alright. Nothing great here. Maybe red is going to be better. Nothing great here either. So white-red is not looking super hot right now. Ugh. That stinks because all of our rares are in white and red. So that kind of debunks that. We've got a little better creature in blue. See, we've got the frog, we've got the cult soothsayer. Frost trickster is quite good. Flying and ward also quite good. We could try to go blue and fly over. Let's check out black. Our goal is to get to 15. So the Witherbloom Pledge Mage is quite good. The Blood Researcher is good. If it dies, hit a +1/+1 counter, draw a card. 4/2. Graveyard to your hand. Nice. Only if you've gained life. And then the Poet. And then red. Well, let's take everything out. Okay. So we have 4 red. How are we doing on green? Green's got a little bit more creatures. A lot of blue-green. How's my blue and green creature types looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 creatures. Not a lot. How's white-red looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 creatures. So we're probably going to have to splash in something at some point just to get creatures. Ooh, black-blue is looking okay. With 12 total creatures. Oh, but then there's the white-red. So what do? Do you black? I really want to do white-red. So what if we do white-red? And then what are my best next creatures? Let's just look at the creatures. Alright, so white, nothing major. Blue, Quandrix Cultivator. Search for library for a battle, for a land. Not good. Black, 4/2, the 5/5 is probably the best one. The Quandrix Pledge Mage is quite good. We can play that in the white-red. We have a 2/4, and then green. This is garbage. This is really freaking garbage. Well, it's funny because this Blood Researcher doesn't really amalgamate with any of our other creatures. Creates a... Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Well, at least we have the Reflective Golem. So he's definitely going to go in the deck. I don't even know. Who's got the best? Blue is okay. If we could find a way, I don't know. This is tough. Well, I guess maybe we start by throwing all of our creatures in here. We go... He's okay. We go right, red, blue. We definitely are going to have to do 3 colors here. That's not a great card. And if we go blue, then we can throw these in here, right? And then we have to keep the green out. So unfortunately, we can't get the green in here. Let's pop this open and see if we can't find what our best creatures are. We've got the golem. Got a flying, 2 flying, 3 flying. Creature, instant sorcery spells you control have lifelink at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile a card and play it. So if we were to do this... There's no real finisher in this, unfortunately. I mean, the Poet's good. Gains lifelink. Exile. Black-white could be good. Black-white-green. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I don't know. Do you try to splash in black instead of blue? What are my best blue cards? Oh no, we're running out of time. Alright, well, we gotta make some decisions quickly. Alright. Everything goes out. Everything out. Everything out. Alright. Let's see. To the right. Let's see. What are my best creatures? Who's my best one? You're the best. You're the best. Black-green. You're okay because you're black. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Black-green? Do you do black-green? Then we'll maybe splash in some... The red and the white don't amalgamate with this at all. Maybe splash in some blue. Maybe like that. Maybe with you. You're kind of awful. Okay, well, let's start with this, and let's get this down to 15. You're kind of awful. Draw a card, discard a card. Trickster's good, you're good. Draw a card is kind of iffy. How many creatures do I have? We're at 13. Whoa, we need more creatures than that. Type equals creature. Maybe we splash in some red. Do we have anything that's like baller, like really good? Blue. For each fractal creature you control. Life. Ah, but he needs... Well, hold on. What did I just do? 6 minutes. That's not enough time. Oh, we gotta think this through. Black, black, not black, 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 black. How many creatures? We have 16. 16. Probably get rid of one of you. Honor Troll. You're kind of awful. So what does that put me at? 15? Okay, so then I guess we're kind of locked into blue and black. Blue and green. Blue, black, green. Black and blue with green. Okay, so then let's take a look at... Whoops. Let's remove these filters. Reset. Reset, please. Okay, blue, black, green. Black. Okay. Alright, so what's good? Do we have any learn? Probably need to pick up at least one learn. Yep, at least one learn, maybe another learn. Okay. And then let's take a look at our spells. Okay, we need this off to the side. Curate, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Drawing cards is good. We want to probably have 2 of those. Draw. I guess we have blue-green, so we could play you. Tap 2 target creatures. These creatures don't tap. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Okay, remove the draw mechanic. Let's take a look and see if we have anything that can help us out now. Gets a counter. Snakeskin Veil is good. Counters are good. Good combat trick. Guess we can play this because we have blue, but it's going to be a double blue, so we probably want to stay away from that. Create the pests, create pests. That's actually a lesson though, so maybe we want to keep the lessons out. Target creature has base power until end of turn. Good combat trick. Biomathematician. You're okay. Quandrix command. You're okay. Draw 2 cards. Return target permanent to owner's hand. We don't really have a lot of removal though. Destroy. Nothing. Okay, well we're at a 53 card deck. We have 3 minutes left. We got to figure this out. We got a type equals creature. Let's separate the spells from the instance. And let's take a look at our creature count. We have 16, so we can probably lose 1 creature. Draw a card is good. We need to lose a lot of these though. So the 2 blue, how important is this? That's pretty good. One of our few removals. Let's take a look at Lesson. You probably come out. Learn. How many lessons do we have? We have 1 that we can cast, 2 that we can cast, 3 that we can cast, 4 that we can cast. You probably make it into the deck just because. We haven't looked at artifacts yet, though. Let's take a look at this super duper quick. You're a lesson. You probably make it in because we're going to have some mana cut problems. Okay, so we have 2 minutes. Type equals creature. How many creatures? 16. We can lose 1. Who's my least favorite? Who's not going to help me win the game? You're pretty terrible. 2/4. Do I have the black? We're going to go over 54. We have to lose 14 cards. Okay. Lifelink, big play. Okay, real quick. Target creature gains indestructible. Okay, curate, look at cards, draw. Lifelink, big play. Gets to keep the counter. 2 counters. Maybe big play, we lose that. Pests. Maybe we lose the pests. Lose a pest. Lose 1 of you. Pop quiz. We have to keep the learn. That's gonna help. I want to keep that. Draw 2 cards. Probably don't need 3 of you. Maybe we don't need any of you. 8 cards to lose. 8 cards, 8 cards, 8 cards. 24 seconds. 8 cards to lose. You want to keep the learn. Oof. You're good. You're kind of not good. So what does that put me at? 15 creatures is good. We're out of time. We still have to lose 7 cards, so I gotta finish this. Okay, well, I wish we could go negative. Let's start the timer over at 5 minutes. And... Sorry, this Windows app is being bonkers. Alright, 5 minutes. We have to lose some cards. What are the hardest cards to cast? So we've got 6, 6, and 5. Mana Curve says black should be kind of in the middle. Curate, what do we lose? And of course we have the magic bug that we have to deal with as well. +1/+1 counter, gains hexproof, gains indestructible. We've got some good combat tricks. Maybe we lose you in favor of black. Maybe we lose you, figuring we can learn for you. Type equals creature. I really want to stay to 15 creatures. It's really important to have creatures on the board. So we've got +2/+1/+1 counters. and it gains lifelink versus the versatility of the other one. We have a lot of +1/+1 counters, so maybe that'll help us out. Target creature has base power of 4 until end of turn. Could be really good. It's a sorcery. You're an instant. So maybe we lose one of you in favor of the Professor's Warning, which is a little easier to cast. So that gets us down to 4 cards. We want to keep the learn cards. Helps us get mana, is always good. Letter of Acceptance is good. I like the versatility. Tap 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Gotta get rid of 4. Which 4 go? So where are we at? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands is probably appropriate. Which 4? Which 4 do we get rid of? I feel like we have a lot of draw cards, which is good. A lot of draw cards. Type equals creature. Alright, we gotta figure this out. Oh, which 4 go? Learn. We only have 3. Type equals creature. We don't have any scry lands either. Turn to hand. Grab a land. Professor's Warning we have to keep. Snakesfin Veil we probably have to keep. Probably keep the square up. Gotta keep the learn cards. 44? Did we go a 44 card deck? I don't see anything else I can get rid of. Maybe this 2/4. Maybe you go. Maybe the pop quiz goes. So we're down to 2 learn cards. 42. Time's ticking. Removal, draw. Maybe we keep the pop quiz and we lose the search your library for a forest. Alright, which 2 go? We gotta lose 2. We have 3 combat tricks. Look at the top 2 cards. Quandrix Command is good. Could be hard to cast. Three, 2, 1. I guess this is where we're at. Okay, well, at the last part of this, it's just going to be fleshing out lands. So let's just take a look at our mana curve real quick. We have a lot of blue and a lot of black. Mostly blue. So of the curve, let's do C equals B. Alright, so those are our black spells, so we need them pretty early. They're for creatures. C equals U. Blue spells, looks like we can wait a little bit. And then C equals G. Green spells, we don't have a lot of green. Yeah, okay. So if we wanted to play this out, we're hoping to get blue early, so we definitely need more blue. Black is probably by turn 3 we want to get it. But we need a double black for the Pledge Mage, and then the Blood Researcher. Quandrix, still another blue. Relic Golem is good. So, I guess definitely need more blue. We have very few black cards in the deck, but we need a double one for the Silver Quill Pledge Mage, so maybe that one would have been a good one to get rid of, but we are where we are. The black can help us with the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. We want to be at 17. So, maybe this is good, you know? Maybe this is good. We've got a lot of draw spells. We got a couple of counters, right? Got a lot of counters. Life gain. Yep. Yeah, maybe this is good. I think the only other thing I would look for is Scry. See if we have a Scry land. We do, but it's in neither of the colors that we're playing. Do we play it anyway, just so we have something to do? Probably not. Red would have been good for the removal. We are definitely missing removal. So it's a 42 card deck. We're playing 17 lands. Black is a little less. We want the black early if we get it. Definitely a possibility of being screwed on mana here with the Silver Quill Pledge Mage. But whenever you gain life. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's going to be our deck. Is there anything else I would do? I don't know. Let's see. How's this deck going to play? How's it going to play? I don't know. What's interesting, though, is I have... Actually, I don't use this very often. I'll show it to you guys, though. I used to use this a lot for drafting in quick drafts, for especially in sets that I haven't never drafted before, just for an idea of how to build a deck quickly, and what AI thinks is the best way to build the deck. And it's interesting that AI also chose blue and green. So it's interesting that I ended up in the same place. It's always good to fact check this. I actually don't use this very much anymore. I don't think it's very good at sealed. Number one, it's okay at draft. It's arena tutor, by the way. And if you add it as a plugin, it will help you draft. It's for desktop only, though. But it's good to fact check to see like what you think is going to work versus what stats say is going to work. The number of lands you control. Man, that could be good. Leyline Invocation. We should probably take a quick look at that one real quick, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, you made it into the deck. 43 card deck. Well, we have to lose something. Do we lose the Pledge Mage? I think, if anything, I would lose the Spined, but type equals creature. Yeah, 15. I guess we could go to 14 and we could lose either the Pledge Mage. But she's nice because you can get the flying and get in for quick 3. But yeah, that could be a good late game finisher too. The number of lands you control. Got some draw. Got some lands. Could be good. What do you lose? Oh, is there a Bury in the Books in here too? Did I miss that? There is a Bury in the Books. How did I miss that? That's removal. We need that. We need that too. We need you too. How are we missing all this stuff? How many Eureka moments do you need? Do you rotate out then? Let's say we get rid of you. We get rid of the black. This puts me into 2 colors. Puts me at 10 creatures, so creature shy. $14 creatures. Just my creatures are bull. Did the Witherbloom even make this deck? I think we need the learn spells so we can get the Fractal summoning. Oh, we don't have nearly enough learn. I guess Field Trip needs to make it in the deck because of that. That gives us 3. We go type equals creature. We're really hoping to close the game out. We have blue-black. Maybe the teach by example doesn't make it. It's not good enough in enough situations. How do we get rid of creatures? Return, Field Trip, Quandrix. Letter of Acceptance. Maybe we don't need that if we go blue-black, blue-green. Eureka Moment. Burying the Books. Snow Day. 47. Still have to lose 7 cards. If I had to lose 7, I would lose the Teach by Example. I would probably lose the Teach by Example. Can't lose the Learn. Well, you don't have any place in this deck, do you? 13 creatures, so light on creatures. Do I have anything that has, like, what do we really want to protect? I don't see how this deck wins. I just don't see it. Does black have anything special? Whenever you gain a life is really good. The pests are good. Create pests. Four, 2. Poet. I think those are good. Is it worth splashing in the black, I guess? Type equals creature. So if we did this, we have to get rid of 3. We don't have any life gain, so maybe you're not as good as I think you are. Look, getting flying is pretty good. Having a 4-2 on the board is pretty good. Something the opponent has to deal with. You're also pretty good. What else would I get rid of? I'd probably get rid of the 2-1. Right? That gives us 15. And then if we go down here and we look at what's possible to cast, we probably look at this and we say, drawing cards is always good. You have to be able to survive it though, so maybe knock that down to 2. The field trip, we need that for the learn. All of our learns are in the 3-tier category. Maybe the teach by example gets lost because we need it later in the game. That's a good combat trick. These are both good combat tricks. But we have to lose something. So the learns we want. I don't see how we get rid of any of these. The Bury in the Books is too good. This is our closer, right? So we were hoping to get a whole bunch of lands on the battlefield, and then by the end, we basically want to hold on to the end game. I think. It's just so much easier to use you. So maybe you don't make it in the deck. So then what does that leave us with? Just a little bit of black for the researcher. So maybe this becomes 4. And we don't get to cast the troll until later. We still have to lose 6 cards. Decisive Denial is great. Pop Quiz, Field Trip, Eureka Moment. We had to lose one of those. This is good card advantage. Bury in the Books. We still have 6 cards we need to get rid of. 6? How do we get rid of 6? Well, what are my lessons? What are we hoping to pull? Removal, Fractal Summoning. Removal and Fractal Summoning are probably the big ones, and Expanded Anatomy. Maybe the Pest Summoning. How much life gain do we have? We have anything that gives us life? Nothing. So these aren't as good as I think they are. I guess we could use a lesson to do that. So the pests could help us with that. So if we pull this, and we pull the pests in, we can use that to activate some other stuff. We really don't have a lot of life gain, which makes a lot of these cards not that good. These are a lot of our creatures. Whenever you gain life. I think we have to lose the Curate. We have lots of draw cards. So then we just have 5 more to go. Draw 2 cards. And then Defender, I don't know, maybe that helps. Add 1 mana of any color could be good. You know, I don't know. Maybe you're not as good as I think you are. It gets down to 14 creatures. If we get a black on the board, we can do some damage. Still have 4 cards to lose. So let's just start with losing 1 card. If I had to lose 1 card, what would I lose? Black was kind of nice for the combat trick. The fight mechanic is, we can't lose that. Do we still, if we still have to have the black for the creature, I think these still make it. So if we look at this and we say just like what's a combat, so we have 3 combat tricks. 2 of which I can't play until later because we're hoping. See, this doesn't really curve out well for something that's a splash. For something that's a splash, we want to splash in for something that's really powerful. And I don't see anything in black that makes me think, oh, this isn't amazing. I need to have it near high mana cost. See the Thrill. Green's got some good stuff. This is a good combat trick. Like, that's a good substitute for the Professor's Warning. That's a good combat trick too. So I think if we lose those and we say combat trick, combat, because our creatures are weak, square up, decisive denial, maybe we lose the black entirely. Do we have any other black in this deck? Black, black, black. C equals B. And then all the swamps come out and those become... Whoops. Maybe like that. Has a 43 card deck, so just have to lose 3 at this point. We go blue, green. We hold on to our creatures and treat them very dear to us. We don't have any counter spells at all. Like, counter. Still have 12 creatures. It's so low on creatures. We're gonna die, and if somebody tries to get aggressive with us. We don't have anything that's just like a big deterrent early in the game. That's why I wanted to put the black in. The Honor Troll. This guy helps. This might be our best early card now because we just need something that can slow the opponent down a tear. You're good. I just don't know what we lose. Like, we like drawing cards. And we already got rid of one. We don't need 3 of them. We need the combat tricks to keep our creatures alive. We should definitely try to ramp and keep some mana alive so that we can protect our creatures. $18 lands. So maybe if we look at the colors, we have 18 blue. Yep, I don't know. Did not even come close to being able to do this in 20 minutes, but I think this is the deck that we're going to go in with. The only question I have is how many lands I should be playing. And then I guess we'll see. We'll see what ends up being worthwhile. We only have 12 creatures, so I feel like we need the combat tricks to keep us alive. We don't have any life gain. So I think the plan for this deck in particular the plan. Stick to the plan. Okay. Okay, so this is the deck we ended up building. We did not even come close to being able to build it in 15 minutes, but we got kind of close. We teeter-tottered back and forth between blue, black, green. It was interesting that a lot of the rare cards were red and white synergistic. We just didn't have the creatures. There were no creatures in these 6 sealed packs. Like, they're so weak. But I think we do have a game plan at the very least. We picked up a lot of combat tricks. We have a lot of really weak creatures with flash. And we have a lot of card draw and a lot of land advantage. So we're trying to be able to go through our deck and throw as much land on the battlefield as quickly as possible. And the ultimate game plan is to use a lesson to learn for, well, either get a bunch of land on the battlefield and cast a Leyline Invocation, where we basically can create a ginormous creature where X is the number of lands we control, or our B plan is to draw enough cards that we can pull a lesson, which will allow us to use Fractal Summoning to put another big creature on the board. We have a couple of cards that do life gain, but our only hope for that is to use Pest Summoning. There's like no life gain in this deck whatsoever. There's like no synergy. So I think Expanded Anatomy is going to be a good draw for us, and also we don't have any real removal spells, so I think Introduction to Annihilation is also a good one. We're also low on counter spells, so I don't have a lot of hopes for this deck. I think we got a little, not a great 6 packs to open, but I think we're going to do the best that we can with it. We did settle into blue and green, which is exactly what Arena Tutor had suggested too. Originally we were blue, green, black, but I don't know, pretty close. Also, it picked out a couple of cards that I didn't even see that we had in the 15-minute.